There are encyclopedias everywhere, there are dictionaries everywhere, but there are not this type of work on the people of our community.
On a daily basis, Charles Browning continued to enter obituary data in the format he created. He began to notice many other areas of interest for the Evansville people. He clipped these articles of interest from the Evansville newspaper and attached them to 3x5 index cards and labeled them by the name of person, event, and date. He continued this process for over 40 years, accumulating over 550,000 cards by 1997. With his amazing tenacity, he proceeded and maintained the People's Study Project, and the Vanderburgh County Library recognized it in 1999. The library assisted in scanning and indexing all the index cards for the Internet. As Charles collected different news items, he found that the best quality photographs were from local yearbooks. These yearbooks provided a short biography of the students' accomplishments during their time in high school or college. He began to copy the senior photographs with their biographies. He then indexed them by name, school, and year. In this endeavor, he accumulated over 650 yearbooks. This encompasses a period of over 100 years. This project is updated and maintained annually by his family. As Charles searched the microfilm for obituaries from 1906 through 1954, he found the World War I and the World War II veterans in the newspaper. Small excerpts complimenting the soldiers, sailors, and Marines were copied and placed on index cards. They were indexed according to name, activity, and date. This study includes over 40,000 veterans in alphabetical order. He supplemented the information with similar vignettes made available from the newspaper honoring veterans from the Korean, Vietnam, Persian Gulf, and Iraqi wars. Charles has also come to recognize the value of the church membership directories. He copied the family section of the directories and alphabetized them by family name on index cards. This information shows the religious affiliation of many families in our local area. The study includes over 70 different churches. Charles, his wife Dolores, and their daughter, Jeannie Browning Hester, understood the value of giving the families of deceased individuals a written tribute of their loved one's life. The length and detail of a standard obituary in the newspaper is dependent on the individual, but the Browning family saw a need to give all individuals an adequate tribute. They began to glean information from the family members of the deceased in order for Dolores to write their biographies. Charlene Browning Spear began assisting in this venture in 2000. Dolores and Charlene continue this complementary documentation to this day. Often, at a time of loss, family members have difficulty creating and documenting the life of their loved one. However, through this process, over 2,500 individuals from the Evansville area have had their lives documented. Dolores has been a dedicated and active member of the Captain Henry Vanderburgh Chapter National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. During the last number of years, Dolores has researched, submitted documents, and received approval for the erection of 8 historical markers in our city. These markers include the McAllister Cemetery of Pioneers located in the Westman Park and Nature Center Preserve, the Matthew Foster Home located at 709 Southeast 2nd Street, honoring Mary Park Foster, the 3rd President General of the NSDAR. The Albion Fellows Bacon Center, located at the YWCA at 2nd and Vine Streets. The Veterans Marker at St. Paul's Episcopal Church, located at 301 Southeast 1st Street. At the Pagoda, the Evansville's Visitors and Convention Center, to honor the 100th anniversary of the Captain Henry Vandenberg chapter of NSDAR, a historical marker was placed along with 2 Yoshima cherry trees. This marker was placed on April 11, 1997, to honor the chapter's service from 1896 to 1996 in Evansville, Indiana. At Oak Hill Cemetery, a historical marker was placed along with a Yoshima cherry tree next to the gravesite of Mary Park McPherson Foster in honor of her service as the regent of ABE National Society of the Daughters of American Revolution. The Captain Henry Vandenberg chapter of NSDAR erected the marker on April 24, 1999. And the bronze plaque honoring Captain Henry Vandenberg, located in the lobby of the Evansville Vandenberg Civic Center. In 2008, a pedestal historical marker featuring a bronze book will be placed at the front entrance of Willard Library. The Captain Henry Vandenberg chapter of NSDAR will erect this marker to honor Willard Carpenter, who founded Willard Library in 1885. These historical markers remind us of the wondrous and glorious events of the past that bind us together with a historical bond. With pride and reverence, these markers continue to educate, inform, and inspire the citizens of Evansville. The Browning children have also been very active in their community. With the guidance of local historians, they have created the Immigration and Business Entities Database from the Evansville area. This data includes information from 1850 through 1982. Clearly, Charles and Dolores have planted a seed in their 4 children and 9 grandchildren through which their family is able to see the value in projects for their community. Their family continues to maintain the projects and add new ones for future generations. Charles and Dolores have not only given an invaluable resource, but for them to inspire their offspring to have these projects maintained is a remarkable feat and a gift to society.